Alright, so I got the R5c about a week ago, and I've had a bit of time to play around with it and get familiar. What we're gonna do right now is go back in time a little to the unboxing, but after that, I'll show y'all some footage that I was able to get over the past week. Alright, after we unbox this, we're also gonna unbox the Atomos Ninja 5 Plus just because it came in on the same day, so I figured it'd be cool. But let me tell y'all a little about the struggle to get this camera. This was similar to when the R5 dropped, and it was pretty difficult to get one on release. Originally, I had my pre-order in on Adorama, but something was telling me that I probably could get the camera sooner if I did it on the actual Canon site. So I placed another pre-order through them, and I talked to their customer service, and they told me that I would be good on release day. I ended up canceling the pre-order from Adorama. Fast forward to the day it was supposed to ship from Canon, the status changed to backordered. So that pretty much just means that it's gonna be a waiting game until they get a shipment that would fulfill my order. I already knew it was gonna take a while to ship, so over the next few days, what I did was just go on a bunch of different camera store sites and just hope that one of them had it in stock. So finally, about a week after release, I did find one, and that's the one I have here now. I can't help but feel like if I didn't cancel that original Adorama pre-order, it would have shipped on time, but that's just a lesson learned. Alright, next I'm going to show y'all some of the footage I was able to get since I've had it. I did go out with Yessa and Tony and get some test shots with them, and if you've been subscribed here for a while, then you probably know who they are. But aside from that, I also had a couple shoots, so I might throw some of those clips in there as well. But after the footage, we'll come back in here and I'll give y'all my first thoughts after using the R5c. Okay, let me start by saying that the footage is clean. I filmed everything in 4K, and that's using that 8K sensor, so it's super sharp. On the R5, it wouldn't do this for 4K 60s though. So the 24p always looked better than the 60, but on the R5c, that's not the case. The 4K 60s look just as good as the 24. The menus did take a bit of getting used to, and to be honest, I still haven't fully dove into it. So coming from the R5, there is a bit of a learning curve. I will say that using shutter angle has been clutch and saves time as opposed to using shutter speed, and also using a waveform to help expose as opposed to a histogram is much better. Now, I usually always film on the Ninja 5, which already has a waveform, but for those situations when I'm not using it, now I have one built in the camera. Obviously, there's been no overheating issues since we have a fan now, and that's been great. As far as battery life, if you're using the standard batteries, it's gonna die pretty quick. But I've been having mine rigged up and connected to a V-Lock battery, and that pretty much lasts all day. Now, my only gripe so far has been with the autofocus. It definitely is not as good as the R5 is, at least in video mode. The R5c has face priority and eye detection as well, but there's been times where I know the R5 would have caught it and locked on, but the R5c tends to lose it, even in situations where I touch the screen to track something. But this is something I feel can be improved in a firmware update, so hopefully it happens soon. So this was kind of just my first thoughts, and I wanted to put something out since I've had the camera for about a week. Of course, there'll be more videos coming, so if you're new here, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. If you do have any questions, drop it down below and I will try to answer it. But that's pretty much it. So if you enjoyed, go ahead, drop this a like, jump down in the comments, let me know what y'all think, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. It only takes a second, and I will see y'all real soon in my next one. Peace.